This is going viral.
This is a video to the guy who flaked on me on our date. I just wanted to show you what I was gonna bring to you.
Okay.
To you. Now you're ghosting me last minute. So weird. So childish. So.
That is childish. I'll give her that, chat. That's childish. Ghosting a girl for no reason? Because you could text her. You could tell her why you can't show up.
I made you.
But let me let you listen.
Some homemade horchata. Agua horchata. Because you said you liked that. And
oh, nice.
I made it. And some Mexican corn muffins with honey butter.
Wow.
Handmade.
Chat. Chat, men are easily impressed, right? I made some corn muffins, homemade, with honey butter. Wow. That's the Owen Wilson wow. Don't make me go find that video, chat. We will watch those 20 minutes again. Wow. 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 All the different wows that Owen Wilson has done over the time of his career. Every movie. We even got hit with a Lightning McQueen. Wow. Anyways. We are simple though. Chat, she brought all this to a first date? Which one of you goofballs ghosted her? As a grown man, you should be able to text a woman and say, hey, listen, I know this is not what you want to hear and it's not the best look on my part. I cannot make it. The moment you know for sure, but you know, women, they do it all the time. I've had women that I dealt with ghost me and then hit me up an entire day later. Hey, listen, this is what happened. I really was gonna come. I hope you believe me. I've had other women ghost me and then randomly hit me up another night. Weeks later, maybe days later, weeks later. Hey, what are you doing tonight? You know, out of self-respect, I dubbed that text. If you can't respect me, but that's a different conversation. Because we're all different. Some of you would text them back. Some of you, you know, if you got a baddie texting you what you doing in the middle of the night, some of you are on your way over. So you're texting back. And that's fine. I'm not even judging that. I don't even think that's you playing yourself. You're not playing yourself. If she's a baddie and you want to go, go. Me personally, I can't play myself in my own opinion. For me, how I look at myself, I'm not going to play myself. If you feel like, you know, because the thing is, you can still win out of that. You can still go see her that night. Even though she ghosted you, you can text back, go see her, you know, lay up with her. And maybe in your eyes, you're like, I'll never take her serious because she ghosted me. So you're not playing yourself. Me, I'm not giving my time to someone because to me, it's almost like rewarding. Like I'm almost rewarding you for not getting back or for not respecting me. Because it's not even about getting back to me for the night. I can get over a night that didn't go as planned. You know how many nights don't go as planned? Life doesn't go as planned. What I can't do is I can't keep rewarding you and respecting you and giving you the due diligence of responding, you know, in a fashionable or not a fashionable, in a realistic time. But then you feel like you did nothing wrong. And maybe you do feel like you did nothing wrong. No problem. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because I don't ghost nobody. I might not be able to make it, but I'll let you know exactly when I know. The moment I know, you know. Chad, don't do that. As a man, don't do that. Don't put that on your sleeve.
You know, let me know why you ghosted me. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
I already crashed out, you guys, but...
Don't crash out.
You can only imagine how that shit feels. All you had to do is answer the phone.
Right. Or text.
And I had everything planned out. Oh my god. It's okay, you guys. We thug through. Because you know what? Fuck this lover girl shit. I guess we had to go on our villain arc. I guess this shit is not worth it. This shit's not real. And there's the sign. Yeah, there you go.
That part got me.
I need a couple of information. Is there a follow-up on that video?
Not that I could see.
No, not
Apparently, the guy contacted her. That's all I could find.
not that you could see. All right.
He
I
seen
don't know how
he
long
seen
you've
them
been
tacos
dating.
and that honey
If
butter.
you ask yourself why is that relevant, preach, I'm a answer. If
Nah,
you
I
guys
understand.
just
You need more-
dated, like
more
just
information.
it's a couple of dates in, and you're doing all that, to me, fuck what I think, cause I don't date.
Chad, don't sleep on Preach. He doesn't date because he
Every
got himself a
month, this
baddie.
Airbnb
It's not like he's
pays
just
me
out here not dating.
$2,700 in semi-passive income.
But to me, that's love bombing right there.
What is?
Really?
That's a lot of things. Homemade horchata. You got the muffins. You got the tacos and everything. I mean, maybe that was for your day and you planned the day and that was what you was doing. But I mean, if it's the first few days, I think it's a lot. Personally, I don't ghost.
Okay.
I don't. The ghosting thing is, I'm not. It's not a thing. I don't think that is a sign for you to give up on it if everything and just be on your
Exactly.
villain arc. You can't base yourself on one thing, one
Right.
occurrence.
Or
it
even a
happened
multiple.
lot, then there's definitely questions to be asked if that
Definitely.
always happens to you. Okay, but off of one, you can't really base on that. If you just dated a couple of times, that's love bombing. That's a flag to me. That's kind of it gives clingy, psycho. You know what I mean? But other than that, if it's a long like you've been dating.
See, I agree with Preach. Not anything he just said right there, but the first statement he made, which is, he said it in a funny way, but we know what he meant. He was saying, I need more information about this. And I agree with him, chat, because let's just use our mind. Sometimes we just don't use our mind. I'm not talking about these gentlemen. Obviously, we're here because we like their content. I'm talking about us as consumers of the internet. You think a woman is doing all that for a regular Joe, average Joe that works at, Walmart, 4 or 5 days out of the week? No. So it's obvious that we can use our mind. What we see her doing is a lot. She went not only as far as to do all that for the man, but she kind of was even hoping he'd see this post. For sure. I don't think she was just looking for attention. Nothing about that was like, oh, look at me and what I can do for other guys. It really seemed like she felt some type of way. So much so that she couldn't just take the loss and in her mind go to bed knowing he'll never know. But look at the type of girl I am. Look what I was willing to do. She wasn't okay with that. She wanted to lay her head on her pillow that night knowing he knows what he missed out on. I hope he sees this. I hope he sees that he could have got this and the type of girl. So obviously, again, using our critical thinking, obviously, this guy must be some sort of guy of some position. Maybe it's a good job she likes about him and he's attractive. Maybe it's obvious, chat. Nobody is doing, at least, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's fine. I could take an L. What I'm saying is, maybe the guy just got busy. If a woman does all that, that tells me he must be a guy that she looks at and says, I want to match his standards. I want to meet up to his standards. So she's really going heavy. I doubt she did this for the last guy. I doubt she did this for the last 2 guys. So obviously this guy is someone she wants to make it work. If she's doing all that for a first date. So maybe it's safe to say a type of guy that a woman would do that for probably is in a good job. It has a good job and good money, maybe nice cars, maybe a home, and maybe she doesn't know all the details, but it's obvious she wants to make it work. So it's safe to say the man just got busy. You keep a good job and you keep a good bank account and you attract women like her who do all that by keeping a well-paying job. So maybe the man just got busy. But again, I do agree with Preach said. That's not enough to go on a villain arc. I think y'all so quick these days. Honestly, that's why I'm not in a rush to find friends. It sucks because I need a team. So the more I grow in this business, I need a team. I need a management. I need a PR. I need at least one PR. I need lawyers. Lawyers and things like that, that's different. But I need, clippers and I need all this. And And I can deal with what comes with meeting people. You know, their problems become yours. I can deal with what comes with being a friend. If I'm a friend of you, I'm a friend of you, regardless of what that comes with. You know, even if it comes with, you know, you're hard to deal with. I can deal with all that. What I can't deal with is this new age mindset that if anybody does anything, you cut them off. Oh, I'm quick to cut people off. Oh, if you make a mistake, I cut you off. Oh, if you don't bring something to my table, I cut you off. Y'all so quick to cut people off, and then you wonder why you're so lonely. And then y'all wonder why. It's one thing to be lonely and be building something and you're on a journey and you're busy. It's another thing to just be lonely because you cut everyone off at the slightest mistake that they make. Or the moment you feel, you know, whatever it is. Because again, y'all are just so quick to tell us why you won't tolerate this and you'll cut people off for that and you don't need friends. And y'all so quick to also think you need to have a villain arc. The moment something goes wrong, oh, I'm on my villain arc. Which, I mean, if it motivates you to hit the gym and to do the right thing and to work hard, I'm not mad at it. But if it motivates you to be, what, in this scenario, what are you going to be, a heartbreaker? What are you going to not take other men serious? It's like that song, paying for the last man's mistakes. Why am I paying for the last person's mistakes? Every relationship is new. Every relationship, you should approach it with a fresh start. Excuse me. Remember the other guys? Were you just thinking fresh start? Fresh start.
Like on, and it's been a while, and you just decided to go. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I give it to you, but it's still not a reason to just let me go on my villain arc.
Right.
That's just revenge dating, and your heart is not in the right place if you
That's
do
just
that.
an
You
excuse.
just base yourself on your next experience from the past one. Well, because of that last one, I'm gonna then get off the market. Your head is not. Where's your head at? It's not there. What would you say since you date?
I don't identify with this like generation.
What
where
would you
from
say
sex
since
and
you
go
date?
straight to TikTok? Like I don't get that.
Huh?
Are y'all thinking, nigga? I was like thinking about what YouTube video I can make when I was in them bushes. No, I did that like 20 years later.
Don't talk about the butchers.
Y'all better than me. Y'all
Oh,
take an L and
going
y'all
right
be like,
to the
yo, let me
TikTok.
Let me expose my L.
Yeah.
Y'all better than me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how y'all do it. Me, when a girl like reject me or whatever, I go home, masturbate, play some video games, not think about it for a little bit. I'll be like, let me read some comments. I don't know. Y'all better than me.
Let me let everyone in my circle
I-
know
I-
about
I'm
this.
Crying and all that shit. I don't get it.
Yes, she was sending a message to him.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Ghosting is whack.
Ghosting away.
Period.
But
Doesn't
most
matter
of the
what
time it's
context
just for
is, doesn't
attention.
matter
But
none of
she
that,
was
like,
sending
it's
a
just
message.
You know, unless the dude was like beating on you or something, you know, you want to ghost him, fine. But like, if it's just a
What?
regular dating situation, you can always afford to say, hey, I can't make
That
it
took a
tonight.
turn, right, chat?
Hey,
Unless he's
not
beating on
interested.
you.
Whatever. As far as her doing all that stuff, hey, listen, you want to do that for someone you like, go ahead. But I think some of y'all giving people like fiance treatment, and it's like
Yeah.
date number 3. I don't get that either. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do when they are your fiance? At some point,
Right.
you got to just,
Hard act
How
to
are you gonna
follow.
step it up from that?
Right.
I mean, like, and people will be like, well, I just want to be myself. It's not about not being yourself. I
No,
treat
that's not what
my
it's about.
friends very differently than I treat random people.
Yeah.
I just do. I will do things for my friends that I will not do for random people. My
100%.
friends come to me like, yo, I need your help with this. Yo, can you spot me this? Whatever it is. I got you. Why?
Yeah.
Because we've like built that up over time. But y'all like sometimes get these like romantic interests and y'all just,
Do your thing, do your thing. Yeah. Make it loud. Ain't no
I don't know what
shame.
that was. I don't think Alba knows what that was.
Style and
Lose your mind? I
substance.
guess he's losing his head.
In the
Some of
gym.
y'all get in a relationship and lose your
and like
mind.
4 or 5 dates in, you're just like, oh, anything.
Just like a bot.
Yeah.
Oh, love interest, and then you just beam.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And you know what's fucked up this situation is? This is not even like a 1/10 of like the worst situation she could have had herself in.
Yeah.
Because if she's the type of person to just give herself like this, to me, that's like a recipe for abuse, a recipe for being taken advantage of in so many ways. Sometimes I hear from women and like, this motherfucker don't pay no bills, he just live with me, he just take my money, whatever it is. It's like,
Yeah.
if y'all just give everything so quickly, you don't. And you know, when we did the other video, People were like, "Oh, how you gonna get mad at?" It's not. I'm mad at a guy.
See, that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation for a different video, because what he just touched on is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more rooted beneath the ground when it comes to that conversation. I don't know if it's men's fault. I don't know if it's the man's fault. I don't know if it's women. I don't know if it's Hollywood. I can't pinpoint where it came from or who should get the blame. But somewhere during dating and being out there, the modern woman, the modern man, the people, dating in today's market, I don't know what happened that we made it seem like if a woman doesn't sleep with you right away, she's not a wifey. If a woman doesn't cook for you right away, if she doesn't do all the things that come with the title, when you get the car, you get the title to the car. It's yours now. When you get the title, or what are we, ... what are we, comes with a label. Labels come with responsibility, consequences. Remember that, Key and Peele? And he wasn't lying. And then I get hit by a bulldozer. Consequences. And they're like, all right, everybody get out. Kids, go back to your class. And then he really was getting hit with all this stuff. But he was smoking a pipe. He was out here wilding. But anyways, chat. Consequences. Titles and labels come with responsibilities. That's why you don't just walk around here letting any old girl think she's your girl. Because that is my girl. But this is the problem. This is why I just said this is another conversation for another video. We need to talk about that in the spaces and in the community within each other. Where did we go wrong at? When did we start making it seem like a woman would say things today, like if he doesn't buy my groceries, if he wants to take me on a date, then he should buy my groceries. He should pay for the gas in my car. He should take care of my nails and hair. You earn those kind of things. And even then you shouldn't expect your husband to do all of those things. Some of those things are your and his responsibility. But as a husband, those type of responsibilities are helped to carry. You carry each other and you carry things with each other. But that's a different title. And that comes with different responsibilities. And I don't know where along the line women started expecting husband treatment from the door, and we started as men somewhere along the line started expecting wifey treatment from the gate. But when we say things like, we're getting to know a woman and we ask, does she cook? That's just trying to see for the near future. We're not telling you to start cooking right now for us. When a man says things like, how long is she expecting me to wait? Well, how long did you make the last 4 or 5 guys wait? And these days, the last 12 guys wait. Now you want this man to wait till marriage. And that's a whole different conversation. There's so many little moving parts that make all the difference when you're having those type of, every situation and scenario is different. And I'm not telling women to give it up. I'm not. Because actually, if I was your friend and I was talking to you one-on-one, I'd actually tell you that's exactly what you should do. Make him wait till marriage. But that being said, I don't know when along the line we started making women feel like they need to give us all wifey treatment in talking stage. We're just getting to know each other, and it's like we expect you to act like our girlfriend. And then by the time you're our girlfriend, we expect you to act like our wife. Well, does she cook? Does she clean? Does she, give a guy massages on his way home after a stressful day? All of that stuff is earned. But it's earned because you pick up new responsibilities as a couple. And I don't know when we did it, but we dropped the ball in that area.
We're trying and being nice. But y'all just do. And I've seen this rebuttal a lot. Well, women complain because they say men don't do enough, and then we do too much. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a middle ground.
There's a balance,
Yes, thank you.
If someone says you're too loud, doesn't mean you have to just be
Shut
mute.
the fuck up.
Okay, and there's a middle. And it's okay to ask for that. This is my takeaway.
Preachers are
She's
nuts.
super excited for this date.
Doesn't mean
she does all
shut-
this stuff,
shut
and
up.
this dude doesn't even have the courtesy to show up. Tells me
You're not on the same level.
she even recorded a video crying afterwards. That means that she was this invested, and he was that invested, and it probably showed in other ways. And now she got her Negro wake-up call.
Her what?
Yeah, what?
You know what a Negro wake-up call is?
A Negro wake-up call.
Tell me.
That's when you think you're one of the whites, but they're like, actually, we want to kick you out too. And then you're like, oh, and then the Negroes like, we don't want you either.
This whole white thing is what built this country, Myron.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Hey, you fucking sand.
Again!
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You know what I mean? She come to find out like, oh, it's not what I thought it was. I personally think it's very rare that someone
just
just
happened there?
switches up overnight. In my experience, there's like signs and there's telltale stuff. And look, she's young. She'll learn this in her time. God bless her. I wish her all the best. I
Is
wish
she
all
young?
the people who are getting heartbroken all the best. But it's okay to say, slow it down. That doesn't mean you don't give parts of yourself to somebody, but it's increments. It's like trust. Well, I'm a trusting person. Fantastic. You don't give them your social insurance number in the first 4 dates. Right? What she's doing is not bad. It's just contextual. It could be good, it could be bad, but it's okay to say, I need to pace myself. What pacing yourself does is it makes it so anything that you're doing for that other person matches the investment involved. It's reassuring for yourself because you know you're not giving more than what you should be or what's good for you to be able to protect yourself. Because look at her. She did all this, and what's her response?
What is her response? I'm curious because I think he lost me. He's making points. I probably shouldn't. I didn't even have to say everything I did. I should have just let the video
Fuck this
play.
lover girl shit. I guess we had to go on their villain arc.
Villain.
So she doesn't want to be herself anymore.
Right.
When you could just be yourself at a certain pace.
That's it.
Right.
It's also
Indeed.
good for the other person because they're making sure that when you're doing stuff for them, it's because you've come to like them and not the idea of a partner that you want. If a girl
Right.
comes to my crib within 3 dates and she wants to clean and do all this other stuff, I didn't ask. And I ask her why. She's like, I always do this for my man. I'm like,
Bye.
but who am I?
No, I'm not
They're
saying
good.
Have
that.
I earned this? Do you do this for every guy you date?
Bye.
And people get mad so much at folks because they're like, oh, women, they say they want more, and then we do more, and then they say they want less. It's like, do you know see how that makes sense though? Imagine you get intoxicated with people doing so much so fast for you,
Right.
and it ends horribly multiple times.
The trust level is shot.
What ends up happening is you have a fear-based response to seeing that behavior again, because most of the time when it happens, it's high, and then it falls off a cliff,
Right.
and that's not a fun place to be. But if you keep things slow and steady, what you're constantly doing is offering reassurance, and you're investing time, which shows that you're consistent. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. I want consistency. Y'all want consistency. We all do. But this whole right away to 100, it's too much in my opinion.
It's like if you date.
I'll give you an example because, that's what I'm here to do, my job. But also because it's relatable. Look at the Hulk tour girl, right away, up, does one little interview, says you got to spit on that thing, blows up overnight. Easy success. She wasn't looking to get paid. She was looking to go viral, probably, maybe, I don't know. But she definitely wasn't looking to get a podcast out of it, to get, a following out of it, to grow all her followers and people that love her and, to sell merchandise out of it. She wasn't looking to do all that. No way she thought that was the next step in the moment she said those words on that drunk night that she was trying to sound freaky. That being said, and I'm not trying to knock her. I have no reason to. Bro, I think it's a blessing that we live in a day and age where you could say something wild on an interview and have a podcast and a following the next week, the next month. But what I am trying to say is I don't really see her podcast. That doesn't mean that what I'm saying is a fact, but I don't think it's doing well. I don't think it's doing the numbers that you would have expected the first week that she came out, the Hulk tour girl. I really don't know her name. But the first week that happened, you would have thought if she started a podcast. I will say, though, she kind of, I don't know who her team was. But again, this probably played a part of it. She took way too long to get all that good stuff started. It's like they opened the door and instead of running in, she was looking in the foyer. She's like, oh, you got nice paintings in this foyer. Go inside, run through the door. But again, like I just said, that played a part of it. Because it happened so fast, she didn't earn it. So, she was taking her sweet time, enjoying the perks of the attention, probably talking to some guys in her DMs, just relaxed. Instead of going full throttle and taking advantage of it. Well, what I'm saying is, and the connection I'm making is, when it happens so quick, and you didn't do anything, not even the slightest thing, to actually earn it, you treat it differently. And that's what Myron is saying, or Myron, he just showed a video of Myron. Enough, or whatever he yells. Again, Abba is making the point that if you go into a relationship, given everything that comes with a title, you know, treating a man like he's your husband, doing for him like he's your husband, which most women do. That's the funny part. Most women that I've gotten involved with, they do all those things. They want to live together. They do all the things like if you talking and maybe becoming boyfriend and girlfriend all of a sudden turns into wife role. But anyways, I don't know. Again, we dropped the ball. Maybe women think that's the only way to keep a man today. Nothing is taken nothing is taken slow these days. But what can happen is, you can find yourself in a position where 8 months down the line, you're both asking the same question. Because guys tend to do it too. And she's asking, where's the person I fell in love with or the person I first met? And you're asking, where's the person I fell for and I met? The person you sold me on. And that can happen. When you go too quick, you end up, where you go from there? You know how they say the only way left is up?
And then you bring her flowers and she's like, well, what did you do?
The
What
only way
chain
left
of
is down.
unfortunate events have you gone through that you think that I just did something right off the bat? You just, no, it's not because I was thinking of you at the moment that I saw those roses. It's not because I think that you something that you would. It's like, come on, man. That, when you respond like that to nice issues, that's the response that you have when someone has been, someone not toxic, but someone has not been pacing themselves with you, and then after that turns out to be like a not so great relationship, or they patch bad things with just love bombing. Your response is going to be that.
And look, I'm speaking from experience. I've done the whole thing where you do a lot off the top. I've done the whole thing where you do literally nothing. I've seen all the different outcomes. In my experience, it's tougher to do the whole pace yourself out thing, especially when you're very excited about someone, but you got to check yourself. Because sometimes you just like,
maybe
they're
that's
beautiful,
what it is.
they're
Women
talking
get
back
excited.
to you, and you're not even giving them a chance to show you who they really are and to take them for who they are. And so it generally pushes those people away in the long run. So that's pretty much all.
And to add to his list, to piggyback on his point, you're not even giving them a chance to appreciate what they earn. Because when you earn that, you know, when you start helping her with her bills, when you start doing things a husband does, you know, checking up on her, you know, laying in her, when you start playing the husband role, now you earned certain things. It's just who we are. It sounds weird. It sounds heavily transactional, and that's because it is transactional. But it's just who we are as humans. It's just who we have evolved to become over the time, over the ages, and you know, the decades. It's just who we are as humans. A man is a husband, and a wife is a wife, and we play each other's role. We play our roles accordingly, and that comes with transactional, you know, moments. It just does. Actions. But you earned that. Now I'm her husband. I earned that. I earned the right to go, who's calling your phone? I earned the right to say, I don't know. I'm trying to think of husband things. I'm not a husband yet. I will be, hopefully. Lord willing. But you just earn the right to certain things. Just like, it's almost like a baby father. A father has earned the right to things, as opposed to the guy that has a child and never comes around, and she considers him a deadbeat, and he pops up every once in a while with a little bit of money, or maybe he's take him to eat somewhere nice. He doesn't exactly have the earn. It just is what it is. Just take it slow. It's okay to take things slow.
But listen, I mean, y'all keep making tacos. We like that. Just make sure you do it.
She's gonna get a man. You don't have to worry about that. You go ahead and keep moving like that.
Your vagina and real tacos. I supply the meat, you supply the tortilla, and I give you that cream cheese. You dig?
There's no cream cheese in real taco.
Sour
Listen,
cream.
I live in North America. I don't care about your authentic.
You meant sour cream.
I'm so cool, culturally inclined. Actually, burritos didn't come from Mexico.
It
It's a
didn't.
North American invention.
It did, actually.
Nigga, I like Tex-Mex. Fuck you want?
Tex-Mex.
And just say that. Don't call it Mexican
Yeah,
food.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex.
Good job.
Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex. Give me that. Cream cheese. Give me that.
He's just crashing out for no reason.
Give me that.
Again.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration
Again.
Body Wash. Vanilla.
Chat, I really thought he meant sour cream and not cream cheese. But he keeps saying cream cheese. Maybe he does mean cream cheese. Which, by the way, disgusting.
A girl can switch up on you. A girl can like.
Oh, how
make you
fitting
feel
is this,
good one
right?
day,
To
make
go
you feel
here
terrible
next.
The next day.
I didn't know what
Cheating
this was
will
about.
never make you feel terrible. It don't matter how my day going. It don't matter like what's going on outside of what I got going on with my kid. My kid ain't gonna never switch up. My kid ain't gonna never get online, read something, be like,
Hey.
"I don't like you no more."
May you never feel that feeling, but you never know.
It's your boy, DDP.
These days especially.
Rap TV. First crazy childhood memory. I remember drinking from the water hose. I would never do that again, but I used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
First time a fan caught me off
And you don't
guard.
have to do it
I had
again.
a girl send me stories,
You're up.
fantasy stories about me and her being together. And then she used to always come to my gate and like ask for me.
Yeah.
And my people would call me and be like, "Oh, you got such and such here again." I'm like, "I don't know who the hell that is." So I will always tell them to shoo her away, right? Boom. Maybe if she would have been that at the time, you know. And then I remember I was driving out of my complex or whatever, and she started chasing my car like a zombie. But I think she was actually homeless. I don't know what happened to her.
Oh, wow.
But she just disappeared. Hopefully she all right.
Yeah.
First lesson I taught at Streamer University. The first lesson I taught is how to beef one-on-one.
If it beef, it trends. You want beef. People love beef. People love drama.
I taught that lesson and it kind of backfired because a lot of people using my strategies and what I taught on me. But you know, you can never teach the teacher. First time I
You
met
can,
a
you
troll in
definitely
real
can.
life, somebody called me doo-doo garbage. The way he said it, you can kind of compare it to like, say you're at lunch in high school and somebody like yells something out and trying to get the whole room to laugh or something. I'm like, nigga, who you? I heard it. I was gonna press it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm on stream, let me keep walking. My brother was like, hey, I want to say something. I'm like, do what you gotta do, bro, because I know how you feel. I think that was the first time, but I think we handled it like men. But if you're gonna troll in real life, you gotta deal with the consequences. First time I stepped into the ring, I started boxing at 9, then I stopped at 13. I went 7-0 before I lost. I'm not gonna tell y'all my record, because it's none of your business. But I went 7-0 before I lost, but I was devastated.
I
when
mean, if
lost.
you're gonna
The first
share your
time I ever
wins,
stepped
share
in the
your
ring
loss.
was when I was 9. First time working with Gunna, 2020, something like that. We dropped a song called Elon Musk. That was my first time ever working with Gunna. Well, I sent him the song probably like 6 months prior to him doing it. And then, you know, he always rock with the song. And then I just played it again for him in the studio.
he
I
out
was
when you did
finishing
your
up my
Mafia
album,
Don?
and then he was like, yeah.
I mean, not
rock with
Mafia
this one.
Don.
First
Sultan.
big risk I ever took.
Because he had
dropping out
the
of
baby
college,
come
for
through.
sure.
He had
I was a first generation college student.
KG
So like,
come through.
you gotta finish college, boom, blah, set
I
an
didn't see Gunna.
example. But I just said, nah, I'm finna drop out of college, move to LA, follow these dreams.
That's
First thing my high school teachers would say about me, I was the teacher's favorite student. I was literally the best student there was. And not academically, obviously, because I was valedictorian in high school, but also I had all the girls. And I was a hustler. I sold candy to everybody. I
Hey,
was
me
making
too.
like $100
Sound
a
like
day.
you talking
So
about
I've
me.
been a hustler. They just say like I'm a good student. I hustle and I'm
Yeah,
respectful.
That's it. Hustle.
First thing
Have
fatherhood
fun.
taught me, true love and happiness.
Sheesh.
You don't really know what true love is
Heavy.
and happiness until you have a kid. Like, it's like a girl can switch up on you. A girl can like make you feel good one day, make you feel terrible the next day.
Yeah.
A kid ain't gonna never make you feel terrible. Growing up, I always been like this. I never wanted to make my mom mad at me. I never wanted to make my mom sad.
That
none
was
of that.
you, bro.
And you get that type
These
of
new
love
kids,
from a kid.
you know,
to the
of
point
course
where
I
it's
don't
like,
wish
okay,
that on
It
you.
don't matter how
But
my day
these new
going.
kids,
It don't matter like what's going
they
on
go on the
outside
internet.
of
Hey.
what I got going on with my kid. My kid ain't gonna never.
As much as what he's saying, you know, of course, bro, I couldn't. Why would I wish anything other than the great, you know, the best for them? As much as what he's saying makes sense, not today. I'm telling you, not today. Today's day and age, the new kids, they can't wait to get a microphone in their hand, to have a camera on their face, so they can tell you how their parents were bad, they didn't understand them, their parents let them down, they can never live up to their expectations. They're going to find a way, and you know what it is? It's interesting because it's not just young people. Not all young people are looking to be victim. It's this disease that has infected the generation, mine and the one beneath me, of people who want to be a victim so desperately. They want you to know they went through it. It's hard. And it's not even like, oh, you know, it's not even like you can catch a pattern. It's not like, oh, that's just, that happens to be people that didn't go to college, they don't have a good job, and they want to pretend their life was hard, that's why they're in the position. It's not even a pattern. It's not true. That would be a lie, what I just said. It's no pattern. Some people are in college, and they want to be victims. Some people are doing good, and I don't know if they're doing good, but they got a good job, and they want to be victims. Look at that DoorDash girl. That's what y'all called her. Her name is Olivia something. And by the way, she was charged, rightfully so. Had a man walked up to a door. This is her story, in case you don't know. She walked up while door dashing to the customer's home with his food. By the way, this is important, and thank God she wanted to be a victim so bad she recorded the entire thing and she let this part slip. The instructions said leave at the door. That's important. Probably really helped save this man, because you know the internet would twist something real quick, but everybody pretty much seen right through her. The instructions said leave at the door. This is her telling. She told us this. She walks up to the door. Some people say they seen the original video and they feel like she opened the door. She's claiming the door was already open. That part, as important as it is, because it does make a difference, that part, we just will never know the truth. But let's just say we believe her. Even though half her story is made up, let's say we believe her. Let's say her first story is the truth. Okay? She says the door was open. She walked up as a door dasher with the man's food. The instructions said leave it at the door. She looks inside his home. That man is naked. So indecent exposure is what she was trying to claim. And she was claiming she was sexually a victim of sexual assault. She says she was abused sexually for walking up to a man who she believes was pretending to sleep, purposely wanted to be naked on his couch, and wanted her to see. He didn't say anything to her. She wasn't aware if he even woke up. All she did was record it, put it on TikTok, and say, I'm disgusted, I'm shaken up. She now lost her DoorDash job. You know, I'm sure that man, you know, who woke up probably drunk, pissed drunk, was probably like, wait, I'm going viral on the internet? Nude? You posted me nude? Why would you do that? I was in my home. You know, I'm sure any normal person would feel like that. You ever got so drunk you wake up, you imagine that you open your phone and a video is going viral and it's about you sexually assaulting a woman because you were naked in your home and you never told her to come in? The door could have remained closed. First of all, if we're just using our minds, could somebody do that? Could a guy do that and try, you know, to purposely pretend to be naked and, you know, try to see if he can get something going? Definitely. There's a lot of sickles out there who watch a bunch of stupid videos and they try to make that their reality, these stupid fantasies they have that will never be a reality, no matter how hard you try. That being said, could he have done that? I'll give you maybe. I haven't seen the original video. I'm not looking it up. I'll give you maybe. Maybe he could have done that. Maybe he could have been faking it. Maybe. But even if he was, The instructions said leave it at the door. That's all she had to do. It didn't say wait for me. It didn't say, hey, I've been robbed of my food. I need you to bring it inside. It didn't say open the door and leave it in the ground. It said leave it at the door. That's all she had to do. Even if a man was naked, even if, because I always got to put myself in her shoes. I got to put my sister in her shoes, people I love. Even if that's what he did, she could have put the food on the ground, walked away, called whoever she has to call, let DoorDash know, and he would have got banned, which he did get banned. He messed up, but he was in the privacy of his home. Whether or not he did it on purpose, that's good. That's a good enough reasonable doubt to ban him. So I don't think that he shouldn't have been banned. I think everything went the way it should. But lady, Olivia, you can't grab your phone when people are in their house naked, pull it out and start filming them and think you didn't just commit a crime. That's not how life works. Especially if no one said anything to you, no one gave you a signal. He didn't try to like signal her to, he's knocked out. Anyways, that situation was nasty, but it had I want to be a victim written all over it. So badly. People want to be victims so badly. They pull out their phone and start filming when they're crying. They'll sit there and tell you, hey, this just happened to me and I don't know what to do. You're right. You're right. Things get hard. You're right. You got the right to feel how you want to feel. What is this obsession with pulling out your phone and letting all of your following and anybody else who has internet see how you're feeling in that moment and how you're a victim? Again, I'm thankful. You know, I can only say thank you, God, that I don't think like that. Thank you, God, that I don't walk around saying, dang, this happened to me and this is happening and I'm dealing with this and I got to tell everyone on the internet about it and see if I can get any sympathy. I guess that's what they do it for, because I don't know. Besides that, it's 100% for attention, but what else comes with that? Monetization? Are they doing it for clicks so they can get paid? I don't know. The point is, with this day and age, chat, you never know. Again, wish the best for him, but you never know. To say that your kid will never grow up, and did you hear about that young lady that was like, she had, you know, the TikTok streets in a frenzy. She was talking about how her dad wasn't there for her. She barely knew him. He made money his priority. All you gotta do is go on YouTube and press TikTok girl, part 1 and part 2. Cause the dad wasn't having none of that. He exposed her quicker than she could check her status update. I mean, he showed pictures. He showed how he took them on vacations. She was telling the truth about him being divorced, but he did everything as a man that a man could to be a good father from a distance, but still he sent her to college. He spent money. He had all the receipts of what a good father does. By the way, thank God he had receipts. What if he wasn't photogenic with her and always pulling out his picture, his camera, and had evidence? What if he didn't have evidence of the Cash App money he sent her? The point being, today's day and age, people don't even think about how it might make someone else look. They're not thinking about their parents' feelings. They're not thinking about their older brother, their sister. They're just thinking, this can make me look like a victim. And it's a sickness. It really is. It's a sickness. Ain't that what Abba always says?
Bitch up. My kid ain't gonna never get online, read something, and be like, I don't like you no more. It's just unconditional love.
You're right, though.
First
for the most part,
moment
yeah.
on tour, it was called Breaking the Internet Tour, I believe. I think I did like 12 dates or something like that, and I had a show in Pennsylvania. I kid you not. There was probably 3 people there. And the stage was probably half of these chair legs. So the stage was basically pointless. It was basically like I wore these boots. That's how big the stage was. And I didn't want to perform, but I'm like, these people came for me. Let me just do it. I knocked it out.
As you
and
should.
Left. But it was like it was crazy. It was wild. First time I met Speed, I met him at the old FaZe house.
Hey, if there's one person that knows about performing in an empty spot and now selling out arenas, shout out to Russ. And chat, you again, this is a cliche, but it's true. You perform as if those 3 people are 30,000 people or 3,000 people. You never know who's watching. That's important. You never know who. One of those people could have been an A&R who was paying attention to you, or maybe you just the show, or maybe you just happened to show up. Doesn't matter. You perform. You give it your all. But most importantly, I would have had all their IGs. Those 3 would have had 15 free tickets anytime they want to go to a show. Because there's something special about the few that support you when it's easy to support someone when you feel like everybody else is. It's easy to go, oh yeah, I'll check your music out because it's got millions and millions and millions and I keep hearing about it. It's still a good thing. It's still love. But it's easier to you know, check someone out when you just keep hearing about them or their name is buzzing. It's the people who go out their way willing to take a chance and check it out or watch a video or show you love or sub up or follow, take some support and give it to you when they could be supporting what they know already, the people they know already, the people they watch already, or just anyone else new.
And he was doing a stream with Aiden, and then I met him there. That was the first time I met him. First reason I wanted to cut my dreads. I feel like if I would have started my dread journey with a full head, I probably wouldn't have cut them. But I started off with a high top, kept growing, got out of control, turned into dreads, boom. I kind of always wanted to see what I look like with cut hair, and I wear hats, and I put all my dreads inside the hat, and I'd be like, oh, this look kind of cool if I just had my sides. And plus I hit 40,000 subs, and that was a sub goal to cut my stuff, so. First time I started taking music seriously. My first song that I dropped as like considering myself like a serious artist, it's called Lettuce featuring Famous Dex. I was like, if I want to do this music,
dang, Famous Dex was rocking with you early. That's love.
Is in the game or whatever, right?
Famous Dex was big too.
Gave him 8 bands, shot the video, had my homie record it. I grabbed the footage, went home, edited myself, uploaded it. Got 5 million views.
On the muscle.
First time I took streaming seriously.
Got what? 5 million
November
views?
2024. Million views.
His first video got 5 million
edited
views?
myself, uploaded it, got 5 million views. First time I took streaming seriously.
It's kind of messing up the way I hear.
November 2024. And I already had a following though. Like I come from YouTube. People consider me a YouTube legend and stuff like that. So I'm looking at the views. I'm like, dang, this ain't translating. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just try it. Then around like February of 2025, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream every single day. And then that's where I started hitting the 10,000 viewers, 20,000. I think my peak 205,000 at Streaming University. And I made more money streaming than I ever made on YouTube in that short amount of time.
Wait, what?
First piece of advice.
Run that by me one more
YouTube
time.
legend and stuff. 24. And I already had a following though. Like I come from YouTube. People consider me a YouTube legend and stuff like that. So I'm looking at the views. I'm like, dang, this ain't translating. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try it. Then around like February of 2025, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream every single day. And then that's where I started hitting the 10,000 viewers, 20,000.
10,000, 20,000
I think my peak
views.
205,000
Viewers.
at Streaming University. And I made more money streaming than I ever made on YouTube in that short amount of time. First piece of advice I'd give, follow your dream.
Chat, I'm just being fair. I know I'm on the green app right now, but I'm just being fair. I gotta let that be known. He did all that on the purple app. Not YouTube Live, not the green app. That was all done on the purple app. I'm telling you, chat, this might be the last, what's today? Yeah, today might be the last day I'm unless I can figure out how to multi-stream. I gotta download something. I watched the video, but they said I gotta download something. I don't know why they make it so hard. It's interesting, but ain't that just life? It's always another step and another step. OBS should just have a system where I can multi-stream. The green app, the purple app, and one of these days as we continue to build, YouTube. But for some reason, I gotta download another piece of OBS, and I don't know which one to download. Not because I just don't want to trust it. It's like, you know, it's like those old LimeWire links. If you even were around for LimeWire, it's just OBS .2456, OBS .789. It's like so much going on, but I need to figure it out because I want to be able to multi-stream, especially when we finally get the green light to go on YouTube. And the moment we get YouTube streaming, IRLs. That's opening the door for IRLs. We'll hit the streets. By the way, sub up to YouTube. Did you hear those numbers, chat? So his entire YouTube career, where he is respectfully considered a YouTube legend, his entire career where he built up a legacy from, he made more money on streaming on the Purple app, excuse me, than he did on YouTube altogether. That's different, chat. Again, if that doesn't push you to push the button, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. If that doesn't help you understand the money that's in streaming, and you're worried about, oh, what's the point of me starting? You know, KC's already running it. AD's running the green app. KC got the purple app. DDG got the purple app. All these guys, XQC, they got it on Smash. If that's your excuse to not start, then you're the type, you're going to find an excuse either way. Who cares if other people got followings? There's a fan out there for everyone. There's enough fans out there for everyone, like there's enough money out there for everyone. Everyone to eat and everyone to be seen when it comes to a fan. You just need to go ahead and push the button. They might be the last stream on the green app. And after the reaction video from yesterday, we talked about the green app. It seems like I'm going to go ahead and try the purple app for a solid 2 weeks. I can't keep going to the purple app for, 8 streams and then saying, all right, it's not really growing like it is on the green app. I got to go to the purple app for like 2 weeks. Give them like 2 weeks and see what happens.
I know it's a lot of kids out there. You do a lot of stuff for your parents, but it's not their life. You only get one life, and if you choose one path for too long, it's going to be too late to go to the other way. So do exactly what you want to do, and if it don't work out, you can always pivot to the normal shit. All right, y'all, it's your boy DDG, and that was First with Rap TV.
Yeah, he's on the money, and that's how you should view it. You should look at it like, okay, if I was going to be a doctor, or be realistic, a lot of y'all weren't going to be doctors, but just tell yourself this is how you can view it to help yourself stay hungry, stay motivated, and not feel like what society might make you think, oh, you're just a YouTuber, you're not getting paid, you're living like a loser. Either way, you would have took 4 to 5 years to go in college. In college, you would have been broke, you would have been eating what they give you, you would have been working a job if you can, being a hall monitor, or whatever they call that when you're the team leader. I didn't go to college. But either way, you know what I'm talking about. The point I'm making is, you would have been probably hanging out with friends when you're not working, hanging out with girls, and probably drinking here and there and hitting the books. Even if you would have tried YouTube while in college, you still would have had some time for that and some time not. So either way, you might as well spend the time cooped up, building something for the next 4 years, trying to get a reaction video up and running, or whatever it is you believe in. Get out.